welcome to Route 31. Now, in between videos, a lot has happened. Part of that has to do with the fact that I haven't filmed in ages. Anyway, when I was filming a little bit past Violet City, I screwed something up, so I had to restart my game. I had to start from scratch, which really isn't a problem. I mean, my Cynic-Will had a pretty lousy nature anyway, but also, in the process of doing so, in between videos, I was going to do this anyway, despite restarting. I got my second and third Pokemon, and you might have already noticed the one, Sentret, which, that's kind of an inside joke. Also, I have my Bob, which is typical, and you probably expected it, because, I mean, it wouldn't be a Super Skarmory walkthrough without his classic trademark, Skarmory. I don't know, I'm talking third person. But anyway, you might notice a common theme aside from Bob in my nickname, so if you have no idea why my Sentret is called Tainers, you obviously haven't been to my forums. With that knowledge in mind, time to continue on. Note to self. Anyway, continuing on to Route 31, the first thing you're going to come across here is the Dark Cave. Now, at this point in the game, the Dark Cave is a completely worthless place, and my camcorder, even with manual focus, absolutely despises this place. So for the time being, we're just going to ignore it. Now, if you want to, you could pick up Zubat and Geodude here. If you're using like Chikorita, a Geodude is a good idea to catch to continue on for the first gym. If you do not, if you do catch a Geodude though, I recommend you have someone to trade with, just so you can evolve it to its final form. You could also catch Dunsparce here. They swarm later in the game. Right now, it's just a 1% chance. If you want, stumble around the dark and find yourself a potion. Like I said, my camcorder hates it, so I'm just ignoring that completely. Come over here, grab yourself a potion. Potion. And then head over here. Later on in the game, you can surf here. I think there might be an item up there, but it's been too long for me to actually remember. Grab yourself a black apricorn. BLK. And this dude here is going to be like, sleep, blah, 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 blah. If you come back to him later in the game, he'll give you, if I'm correct, it's sleep talk. I might be wrong though. I'll show that later, probably. Grab yourself a Pokeball there, and over here is a Bug Trainer. He has a ton of Pokemon. He'll register you in your Pokegear, and if he calls you, he typically finds stuff like berries and whatnot. I think berries? I'm thinking back to Crystal, because recently I've been playing Crystal again. Oh, by the way, because I know I'm going to get asked this a million times, how did I get my Skarmory at this point in the game? Skarmory is obtainable in Soul Silver. Not Heart Gold, it's Soul Silver exclusive. And you can catch it way late in the gym, like 8th gym leader late. It's like on the last route practically in Johto. So I'm not going to wait that long to get a Skarmory. I'd like to thank my friend Raichu. Yeah, that's his name. He goes by Raichu. I'd like to thank him for breeding that Skarmory that I have, and he traded it over to my Diamond, and I used the Union Room with my 2 DSs to trade it over early. So thanks to him, I have a Skarmory right now, and I could have done it myself, but I'm too lazy to. Woohoo! Laziness for the win. Heading over to the left. More grass. You can catch Bellsprout on this route, which you might want to, especially if you want an Onix, because you can trade in Violet City with a person there, and you can trade an Onix for a Bellsprout. I think they also make a semi-decent HM slave. Not exactly sure though. As you come in here, oh look, that good old Meryl. She's going to give you the VS Recorder, which is a fairly new item to Pokemon. It can record battles for you. Not that I really care, but whatever. Gasp! A guy who doesn't say he's thirsty. Nothing like the good old classic music. Welcome to Violet City. Everything here is so well themed. If you talk to Spinny Shard the Berry dude, he's gonna be like, yo yo yo, give me some berries and shards and blah 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 blah. You can't do this at the moment, but once you get the rock set, smash, not slash, HM, this juggler will give you berries for giving him shards of specific colors. Cherry Pecha and Lepa for red, Chesto Oran and Wiki for blue, Asper Citrus and Lepapa, I think that's how you say it, for yellow, Rostalum and Aguave for green. So just keep him in mind. Here is your Poke Center. After you get one gym badge, the Wi-Fi capabilities will finally open up, so you can trade with people anywhere in the world if you wish to do so. You could also battle with anyone anywhere in the world. That's all Wi-Fi stuff. I don't really get into that. And no, I will not battle you. That's like the most asked question I get, and it's so irritating because I'm retired from competitive battling. This guy will trade you an Onix for Bellsprout. Highly recommend you do that if you don't catch a Geodude and you start with Chikorita. Again, make sure you have trading capabilities. This guy actually is very interesting for pointing that out, because my Skarmory is traded, therefore at its current level and my 0 gym badges, he's not going to obey me. But such is the way of life. That's why you won't see me use Skarmory for at least till I get my first gym. Okay, coming over here. Woo! Bonjour! My French is awful because I only had like 1 year of it in 4th grade. Just say no to this guy if you want, and then he'll spin around and make you follow him. Because I technically didn't battle the gym leader, but whatever. This guy loves the spin. It's insanity. No duh. This guy will talk about joining groups. This is kind of like what they did in Platinum. You'll notice a lot of things if you played the 2nd gen games. I'm trying to remember, I actually don't think abilities were in 2nd gen, unless my memory is just really bad, but I don't seem to recall abilities in 2nd generation. If you want to talk to him, go ahead. He goes on for quite a while, and I don't really want to listen to him rant. And if you go to the board, you can learn all about your statuses. Highly recommend you do that if you are new to Pokemon, which that's pretty rare. A lot of people have played stuff before this. Blah, 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 blah. Up this way is Sprout Tower, and I'm not going to go in it right away, but that's where you have to go to actually battle the gym leader, because as of this point, no one is home. You can enter it if you want, but this guy's going to be like, no. Faulkner is not here, so get lost. Now he's just going to laugh in your face, call you a noob, and you have to walk away. Pokemart's over here. Blah, 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 blah. If you come down this way, you can grab yellow apricorn, YLW for the win, and I'm gonna head down here because I want something here. Woohoo! Found what I was looking for. That's right, it's time for my 4th Pokemon. Wow, I'm catching them early in this walkthrough. Mareep is going to be my 4th Pokemon of choice because I've never used it before because I've always played Crystal, and I've always wanted to try this guy in-game, so... Some people actually didn't want me to use it because they say it's overused and stuff, which I don't blame them because it's a good electric type. Sorry, I'm using Ampharos. I think it's an awesome Pokemon, and I've never used it in-game. Actually, like all my walkthroughs, I'm using a team aside from Skarmory that I've never used in-game. Like all the Pokemon I'm using on my team this walkthrough, I've never used before except for Skarmory and Cyndaquil. I did use Cyndaquil, but normally I use Chikorita. I just think the little guy's cute. Anyway, I don't think you really need Pokemon catching 101. Woohoo! Mareep. The sheep Pokemon. Oh, it's the wool Pokemon. Whatever. Ba 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 ba. Yes, I would like to give a nickname. I know my nickname might be a bit weird, but my nickname is Raichu. As weird as that seems, like I said, there's a common theme in all my nicknames aside from Bob. So, if you've been to my forums, you'd understand. Oh, and by the way, yes, Raichu is a reference to the guy who traded me my Skarmory. Whoops, wrong thing. I'm trying to find my Pokemon thing, but it's kind of hard to when I'm not looking at the bottom screen. Here's my Mareep. I just caught it. I really don't give 2 cents about any of its abilities because it's an in-game Pokemon, but regardless, woohoo. I feel like I'm mashing buttons for no apparent reason. Apparently I just feel like taking my anger out on the poor B button. Anyway, here is the Sprout Tower, and this is our next location to go.